The owners of this lovely Bishop's Court home chose to harness the powers of nature rather than combat it, and the result, a tranquil and inviting nature pool.
The difference between an eco pool and a conventional pool, primarily they're incredible to swim in. You know, the water is alive. It supports life rather than kills life. In a conventional pool, it's full of chemicals, and those chemicals kills whatever it touches. So whether it's killing a frog or a rat that lands in the water, in an eco pool, everything is nurtured, including the people who swim in it.
This was a traditional Roman-shaped swimming pool, converted without any structural changes so that it may store rainwater in winter and keep itself clean.
We'd heard about freshwater pools. We were sick and tired of chemicals. My pool had turned green. We met Jerome. He said, I can do it for you. We said, fine, let's go ahead. We then had the problem of where to put the plants. And after lots of discussions, we agreed to keep the plants in the pool and not have a separate pool. And now we have a pool which is perfectly clean. It's fresh water, has no chemicals, and the minimum amount of power. Because we don't use a pool pump, we use an air fan which moves the water around and aerates the plants.
Frank was determined not to destroy the shell of this pool because he thought if it didn't work, he wanted his swimming pool back. And so Jerome had to come up with an idea that wouldn't destroy the shape of the pool. So it was really trial and error, and we were happy to experiment. And the pool turned bright green, pea soup, and he said, wait, wait, wait. And then suddenly it just filtered through and it became clear.
Separate from the swimming area is the aquatic garden, from where the plants act as powerful water cleaners.
The benefits are everything you can think about a pool. Every element is beneficial to installing one of these pools. The electricity cost is a lot less. It's about 60% less electricity cost than it would for a conventional pool. Wear and tear on the various things like the pool liner and the pipes, where you, after years and years of highly chemical environment, those things start to get brittle and they crack and they leak. So the chances of leaking is much less in these pools, so long-term maintenance is less. The water is slightly warmer because you've got this very shallow area of water that it acts as a natural solar heater. The amount of maintenance is much, much less. You don't have to sit there with chemicals like in a chemistry lab. All it requires really is vacuuming the bottom and the trimming of the plants. Maintaining the pool is more like gardening than anything else, you know, so it's actually fun to maintain these pools. And when you're busy maintaining, you see what new plant has produced a flower, you notice what new frogs have taken up residence. It's ecologically integrated into the system rather than being, you know, chemically separated.
My thinking on water is that if you're lucky enough to have it, use it wisely, use the minimum amount that you can, and then reuse it as much as you can.
I think people underestimate how important water is. I think water is just an absolute life essential and adds a sparkle to one's life.
Modern outdoor living inspired by ancient wisdom, bringing about an all-too-rare quality, that of harmony with nature.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.